Should women be strong? Is the opposite of strong weak? And what in the world is feminine softness, especially from a biblical perspective? Well, stay tuned to find out. Hi, my love. My name is Jumalke, and I coach spirit-filled curse breakers to level up through the art of godly femininity. How are you ladies doing? Hope you're doing well and you're ready to get into another video. So in today's video, we're going to talk all about feminine softness. If you've been in the femininity space long enough, you'll see this attribute of softness, #softlife. So what does it mean and how can we break this down, this feminine jargon? How can we break it down into something that is practical and biblical? So first, let's see what the Bible has to say about this topic. The Bible says that women are the weaker vessel in 1 Peter 3:7. And the Greek of this literally translates to with a weaker vessel with the female. When the Bible mentions the word female, it is a different word than woman, whether Greek or Hebrew. So when we're talking about female, we're talking about the feminine. Now, although people do not like the word weak and it sounds offensive to our ears, but I don't think Paul's intention when he wrote this was to say that women were inferior to men. But women are different than men, and that word weak, I think, can be applied to the feminine principle of softness. Not only are we, in general, physically smaller than men, but I think there's certain femininity and masculinity principles to be gleaned even from this concept. So I'm going to share with you 3 points when it comes to the topic of biblical feminine softness. The first way we can understand biblical softness is being cared for. Being the weaker vessel means that you are more delicate and you are more vulnerable. For many women who are not protected financially, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, growing up, when they get older, they begin to adopt a role reversal mindset to protect themselves. So for example, a woman who has not been protected properly will begin to overcompensate by being overly sacrificial, not caring for themselves properly, and not receiving love and affection from others. This type of damage causes women to lose their softness. Women like this do not understand their worth or their value and have a difficult time accepting help from other people. Godly feminine women do not have a problem receiving and being taken care of, whether that help comes from the Lord, friends, family, relatives, a man, it doesn't matter. Godly feminine women know how to receive and be taken care of. The next point I want to emphasize when it comes to feminine softness is gentleness. Now, gentleness is part of the fruit of the Spirit, and yes, every believer should exhibit gentleness, but I believe that men and women exhibit gentleness differently. When I think about a man showing gentleness, I think about the person of Jesus. I think about headship and submission. I think about a man leading his wife with gentleness, understanding. And when I think about gentleness as it pertains to women, in the Bible, I think about Abigail. She became one of David's wives. If you read her story and the way that she counteracted her husband's harshness and rudeness, it will really inspire you in your feminine softness. When she approached David with wisdom and humility and respect, she gained the favor of David and prevented him from doing something really stupid. When a woman is not operating in her feminine softness, she comes off as abrasive, harsh, judgmental, critical, and these things are just not becoming of a soft, feminine woman. And I also believe that out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Gentleness is not something you can perform. It's either you have the fruit or you don't. And the last point of biblical feminine softness I want to highlight to you ladies is vulnerability. Again, because many women have went through emotional trauma growing up, they lose touch with themselves, with their heart, and with their softness. There's something extremely feminine about a woman who is in tune with herself and emotions and is not afraid to vocalize it. Or one who can let her guard down just a little bit. And when I say let your guard down, I don't mean to give your whole heart away. Of course, still guard your heart. But I'm talking about a woman who is not afraid to say, I'm uncomfortable. I'm fearful. I'm not sure about that. I don't know how I feel right now. And just communicating how she feels and how she interacts with the world, it's something that reflects a level of softness. Now, the opposite of vulnerability, in my opinion, would be strength, but not strength in that way, but strong. You've heard the term strong woman or even strong black woman. And at a time, it seemed like a badge of honor, but it's actually not very feminine. I've heard some of my clients mention that they've never seen their mom cry, and they used to think that it was a sign of strength, but I would highly disagree. I believe it's a sign of trauma because women are supposed to be protected emotionally. They're supposed to be honored. They're supposed to be taken care of. And when they lack that, they now have to build up a wall and a defense to protect themselves from that rejection that they felt. So all in all, feminine softness is a biblical concept. I think it's good to embrace being taken care of, gentleness, and vulnerability. If you're struggling with feminine softness and you would like to renew your mind to change from strong to soft, you can definitely go to GodlyFem.com and download our 30-day femininity challenge. So I hope you ladies enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a comment on how this has impacted you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so that you can continue to get more great content. Talk to you ladies later. Bye.